Hello everyone and welcome. We are so glad you're here with us today. Welcome to our channel, and here let's talk about something that touches many of our lives, especially as we get a little older: diabetes. Now, I know that word might sound a bit serious, but my goal today is to make it easy to understand, to share some practical tips, and to reassure you that you're not alone in this journey. Think of this as a friendly talk, like we're sitting down for a cup of tea together. We'll explore what diabetes is, how it might affect us as we age, and most importantly, what we can do to live full, healthy, and happy lives. So, let's get started. Please don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. What exactly is diabetes? Let's begin with the basics. What is diabetes? Well, our bodies are amazing machines, and they need energy to do everything, from walking and talking to even just thinking. We get this energy from the food we eat, especially from carbohydrates, which our body breaks down into a type of sugar called glucose. Think of glucose as the fuel for our cells. Now, to get this fuel from our bloodstream into our cells, we need a special key. This key is a hormone called insulin, which is made by an organ in our belly called the pancreas. In people with diabetes, this system isn't working quite right. There are two main types we often talk about. Type 1, diabetes. This is less common in older adults, but it's where the body's immune system mistakenly attacks and destroys the cells in the pancreas that make insulin. It's like the body forgets how to make the key. People with type 1 diabetes need to take insulin every day to live. Type 2 diabetes. This is much more common, especially as we get older. With type 2 diabetes, either the body doesn't make enough insulin, or the cells in the body don't respond well to the insulin that is made. It's like the key is there, but the lock is a bit rusty, or there aren't enough keys to go around. This means that sugar builds up in the bloodstream instead of going into the cells where it's needed for energy. For our discussion today, we'll focus mostly on type 2 diabetes, as it's the one most commonly diagnosed in older adults. It's important to remember that having high blood sugar over a long time can cause problems in different parts of the body. But the good news is, we have many ways to manage it. Why does diabetes become more common as we age? You might be wondering, why does it seem like more people get diabetes as they get older? Well, there are a few reasons for this. Firstly, as we age, our bodies naturally change. Our cells can become a little less sensitive to insulin, meaning that rusty lock I mentioned earlier can become a bit rustier. This is a normal part of aging for many people. Secondly, our lifestyles often change over the years. We might become a bit less active than we were in our younger days, or our eating habits might not always be as balanced as they could be. These factors can contribute to weight gain, and carrying extra weight, especially around the middle, can make it harder for our bodies to use insulin effectively. Thirdly, certain medications we might take for other health conditions can sometimes affect blood sugar levels. It's always a good idea to talk to your doctor about all the medications you're taking. And finally, genetics can play a role. If your parents or grandparents had type 2 diabetes, your risk might be a bit higher. But remember, genetics is just one piece of the puzzle, and it doesn't mean it's inevitable. Our choices make a big difference. How might diabetes show up? Recognizing the signs. Sometimes diabetes can be sneaky and not show many clear signs, especially in its early stages. This is why regular checkups with your doctor are so important. However, there are some common signs that might suggest your blood sugar levels are higher than they should be. These include feeling very thirsty all the time. Your body tries to get rid of excess sugar by making you urinate more, which then makes you thirsty, needing to use the bathroom more often, especially at night. Again, your kidneys are working overtime to flush out the sugar. Feeling unusually tired or lacking energy. If your cells aren't getting the sugar they need for fuel, you'll feel drained. Unexplained weight loss. Even though you might be eating, your body isn't able to use the sugar for energy, so it starts breaking down fat and muscle. Blurred vision. High sugar levels can affect the tiny blood vessels in your eyes. Slow healing sores or frequent infections. High blood sugar can make it harder for your body to heal and fight off germs. Tingling or numbness in your hands or feet. This can be a sign of nerve damage over time. If you notice any of these signs, please don't hesitate to talk to your doctor. They can do a simple blood test to check your sugar levels and give you a clear answer. Early detection is key to managing diabetes effectively and preventing complications. The effects of diabetes on our bodies. What to be aware of. Now let's talk about why managing diabetes is so important. When blood sugar levels stay high for a long time, it can affect different parts of our body. Think of it like a slow, steady stream of water eroding a riverbank. Over time, it can cause damage. Heart and blood vessels. High blood sugar can damage your blood vessels, making them stiff and narrow. This increases the risk of heart disease, heart attacks, and strokes. It's why managing blood pressure and cholesterol is also very important for people with diabetes. Kidneys. Your kidneys are like filters for your blood. High sugar levels can damage these tiny filters over time, leading to kidney problems. Eyes. The small blood vessels in your eyes can also be damaged, which can lead to vision problems, and in severe cases, even blindness. Regular eye exams are crucial. Nerves. High blood sugar can damage nerves throughout your body, a condition called neuropathy. This can cause numbness, tingling, pain, or weakness, especially in your feet and hands. It can also affect nerves that control digestion, the heart, and other body functions. Feet. Because of nerve damage and poor circulation, foot problems are common. Small cuts or sores can become serious infections if not noticed and treated quickly. This is why daily foot checks are so important. Brain. Some research suggests a link between long-term diabetes and an increased risk of memory problems or even dementia. Keeping blood sugar in check is good for your brain too. I know this might sound a bit daunting, but please don't be discouraged. The good news, and this is really important, is that most of these complications can be prevented or significantly delayed by keeping your blood sugar levels well managed. That's what our next section is all about. Dealing with diabetes in our golden years, practical steps for a healthy life. This is where we focus on empowerment and action. Managing diabetes, especially as an older adult, is about making smart choices that fit into your life. It's not about perfection, but about consistency and finding what works for you. 1. Healthy eating. Your plate is your power. This is one of the most powerful tools you have. You don't need to go on a strict, complicated diet. Think of it as making mindful choices. Focus on whole, unprocessed foods. Lots of colorful vegetables, fruits in moderation, whole grains like oats, brown rice, and whole wheat bread, and lean proteins like fish, chicken, beans, and lentils. Limit sugary drinks and processed sweets. These cause quick spikes in blood sugar. Think water, unsweetened tea, or coffee instead. Watch portion sizes. Even healthy foods can raise blood sugar if you eat too much. A good rule of thumb is to fill half your plate with non-starchy vegetables, a quarter with lean protein, and a quarter with whole grains or starchy vegetables like sweet potatoes. Eat regularly. Try to eat meals and snacks at consistent times to help keep blood sugar stable. Don't skip meals. Hydration is key. Drink plenty of water throughout the day. 2. Staying active. Move your body. Lift your spirits. Physical activity is incredibly beneficial. It helps your body use insulin more effectively, lowers blood sugar, helps with weight management, and boosts your mood. Find activities you enjoy. It doesn't have to be strenuous. Walking, gardening, dancing, swimming, chair exercises, or even just moving around the house more can make a big difference. Aim for consistency. Try to get at least 30 minutes of moderate activity most days of the week. Even short bursts of activity throughout the day add up. Strength training. Lifting light weights or using resistance bands a couple of times a week can help build muscle, which also helps with blood sugar control. Talk to your doctor before starting any new exercise routine. Especially if you have other health conditions, it's always wise to check with your doctor. 3. Medication, if needed. Working with your doctor. For many people with type 2 diabetes, lifestyle changes are enough, especially in the early stages. However, your doctor might prescribe medications to help manage your blood sugar. Oral medications. These are pills that help your body make more insulin, use insulin better, or reduce the amount of sugar your liver makes. Insulin injections. Some people may eventually need insulin, especially if their pancreas isn't making enough. Don't be afraid of insulin. It's a powerful tool to keep you healthy. Take medications as prescribed. This is crucial. If you have questions or concerns about your medications, always talk to your doctor or pharmacist. Never stop taking them without medical advice. 4. Regular monitoring. Knowing your numbers. Checking your blood sugar levels at home can give you valuable information about how food, activity, and medication affect you. Your doctor will tell you how often to check. Blood glucose meter. This is a small device that uses a tiny drop of blood from your finger to measure your sugar level. A1C test. This is a blood test done by your doctor every few months that gives an average of your blood sugar over the past 2 to 3 months. It's a great indicator of long-term control. 5. Regular checkups and team care. Your healthcare team is your partner in managing diabetes. Doctor. Regular visits are essential to monitor your blood sugar, blood pressure, cholesterol, and overall health. Eye doctor, ophthalmologist. Get your eyes checked at least once a year. Foot doctor, podiatrist. If you have nerve damage or circulation issues, regular foot checks are important. Dietitian, nutritionist. They can provide personalized advice on healthy eating. Diabetes educator. These professionals can teach you practical skills for managing your diabetes. 6. Stress management and sleep. Stress can affect blood sugar levels, and poor sleep can make it harder to manage diabetes. Find ways to relax. Gentle exercise, meditation, spending time with loved ones, hobbies, or deep breathing can help. Prioritize sleep. Aim for 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep each night. Living well with diabetes, a positive outlook. Remember, a diagnosis of diabetes is not a sentence, but an opportunity to take charge of your health. Many people live long, vibrant, and fulfilling lives with diabetes. It's about making small, consistent changes that add up to a big difference. Be kind to yourself. There will be good days and not so good days. Don't get discouraged by occasional slip-ups. Just get back on track. Celebrate small victories. Every healthy meal, every walk, every time you check your blood sugar. These are all steps towards better health. Stay connected. Share your journey with family and friends. Join a support group if you feel comfortable. Connecting with others who understand can be incredibly helpful. Ask questions. Never hesitate to ask your doctor or healthcare team any questions you have. You are the most important member of your care team. Focus on what you can do. Instead of feeling restricted, focus on the delicious foods you can enjoy, the activities that bring you joy, and the energy you'll gain from feeling better. So, as we wrap up our talk today, I hope you feel more informed, more empowered, and more confident about managing diabetes in your golden years. Diabetes is a manageable condition, and with the right knowledge, support, and a few healthy habits, you can continue to enjoy life to the fullest. Your health is a precious gift, and taking care of it is one of the best things you can do for yourself and for those who love you. Thank you so much for joining us today. Stay well, stay active, and keep smiling. If you like this topic, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and leave a comment.